Hey guys, I've been getting a real hardcore channeled message for the last couple of days and it's making me not being able to sleep, but the downloads are just coming in, so I'm like, oh, who needs sleep, we'll be fine. So this is for the collective that resonates with the 144, the twin flames. You'll know if this is for you just by the little things that I say, and if it's not for you, don't make it fit, take what resonates. So there's been a lot of praying mantis energy. So this morning I was literally up at like 6 o'clock, which is not a thing for me, and I was reading. Sometimes I read the sky, and that's how I get my readings come in, which is really, really cool. So I'll upload a video of this maybe at the end of this video or separately, but with that, it was, so as I was kind of looking around the sky, there was a beautiful moon in the middle, and it was kind of showing me the phases that we're going through at this stage. So it was talking about that you may be contacting ascended masters, your spirit team, the ancestors, and that also you have a team of guides that are kind of coming through. You're probably getting a lot of signs. There's a big indication to the praying mantis people. I know they're on a very high dimension, and I saw one the other day. It was beautiful. They just want to let you know that you are very, very protected. If you have any thoughts that you're not, just know that we don't come in with this work without being very protected. They may open the veil a little bit for you to have awareness, but you are very protected, and they are pushing and they are leading you. So don't feel like, it's more that we've just got to surrender into this energy rather than try to control it and figure out the next step, because it is coming and it is beautiful. So then as I was going around the clouds, it was showing that it was coming into like this darker kind of field. So I don't know if this is something that you've already gone through. I feel like for me it is past tense. It says you may feel there is darkness, only darkness up ahead, like the clouds are caving in, but it's actually a release, a purge of old energy as you ascend. So for me, a lot of forgiveness work is coming up at the moment. Just little grudges and stuff that I've held with people for such a long time. It's like, just let it all go now. As we ascend, we don't need any of that bullshit. So write down a list of all the people that have wronged you. Look at the lessons of what you've learned out of that energy, and thank them, forgive them, and move them on, kind of thing. It doesn't have to be this big drawn out process, but if you can come to common ground, it's a really good way to kind of release this. So, and then as we kind of go along, it's showing that the dark thoughts are clearing and you can see your goal ahead and you're coming into your power. So this is maybe where you're stepping into, where it's like, oh, there was a bit of a detour, there was a little bit of a darkness, but I'm coming out and I can see my prize up ahead. You probably are receiving massive downloads from spirit. Try to rest even though you feel you're about to level up. It's scary and exciting. So I'm getting that feeling like, whoo, like shit is about to come. I'm excited. Just ride those waves. I know for me, I've been trying to be really in my masculine and get shit done, but just surrender into it. Know that everything is kind of coming to you. You're attracting the things that you need and want, and you're getting confirmations all the time by spirit. So let them know what your dreams are, or ask them, what was I here to do? What am I meant to do? But a lot of you guys already know that, and you're just on the path. And we are gritting that light, beautiful energy in. It is amazing. It's just talking about march forward, hesitating only to check in with your intuition, and then moving forward or steering clear. So when an opportunity comes into your path, check in with your higher self, your highest guide, your spirit team, just if it resonates with you. But if it's not a yes, it's a no. So don't go down that path, and just, yeah, check in and then move on. Don't waste all of this time just circulating. Definitely what I do lately. If you've had some stuff where you've kind of regressed a little bit, don't feel so bad. They're just old coping mechanisms that are kind of showing you that you may be a little bit out of balance. So for me, my sleeping pattern's been really out, which I know is spiritual stuff, but also my eating habits. I've gotten back to like emotional eating because I'm trying to repress stuff a little bit, and I'm like, no, let it come up, let it deal with it. Okay, whatever project you're working on, spirit is helping connect this, and they want to help with this. So work with your team. If you are bringing in spiritual things, if you are bringing anything of love into the world. Just know that spirit is helping you bring this in. What was this? Surrendering yourself, knowing you're on an elevator and it's stopping at your floor because that's your destiny. So you're not going to be able to avoid what you're... As long as you don't try to, like, fight your way out of the elevator, just know, like, you are going to these places without even having to try. So don't... Like, someone in an elevator doesn't freak out and go round and round in the elevator, exhaust all the energy. They just wait, and they patiently wait for it to kind of all come in. As we're going along the clouds, it's showing that there's a big epiphany moment. And for me, a big one come through yesterday. I've been just having download after download, and it was talking about, like, we are celestial beings. We are messengers. We are earth angels. We are God's messengers here. It's really hard to kind of comprehend, but it's beautiful. So, having this big epiphany, realizing something, releasing that. Returning you back to your prize, which is the moon, a clear sky indicating to end a cycle. Only to know that you will go round again, but to go up a level each time. So with that elevator, I remember when I was younger, we would play this game Titanic, and we were in the pool, and we'd have to go around the whirlpool, and then when we got to that little bit where you get in the water, we would be in the elevator and going up kind of thing. So just knowing we will go through these cycles of riding these waves, and the information will come in. We've just really got to step out, not get so infused in the lesson, learn the lesson, tap in with our intuition and move forward. So don't be so scared when everything comes back around, because before we level up, we let go of a lot of shit. So when all of those emotions come up, just know, okay, yes, I'm here, I'm ready. What work do I need to do? Work with your team, do all that kind of stuff. Each level has its challenges. Balance yourself, self-care, duality. I'm hearing grounding a lot as well. Before we finish up, there is a lot of telepathic communication with our twin flames at the moment. So the channeled message is, just a little bit, a little bit more, just a little bit. I know what I'm looking for. So I can literally feel my twin in my bed with me. A lot of times, like, the veil is getting very, very thin. They're going through a lot of ego death and a lot of things that they're needing to work on. But put your energy into yourself. So you may feel a lot of their energy of what's going on. Send them love and light. Send them angels and guides. You can do a little bit of healing work in that as well. I'm guessing this is probably more for the divine feminines here, or masculines. Like, it's about balancing out the two together. So it says, put that energy into yourself, so the seesaw is balanced, knowing you aren't separate, but you can reach out at any time, no matter time, space, or physical matter, with anyone really. Just so if you're missing someone, knowing that you can astrally be with them. You don't have to necessarily be with them. You have to accomplish, don't get distracted, overthinking things you can't control. Yes, big one. And then it was a vision of a boat going down the river with no oars. And it's like, but total trust. Just knowing that this river is going to guide and get us to where we need to go. So it's just about having this faith, tapping in a lot more so you know what direction you are kind of going in. Just a big thing. You are very safe. You are divinely protected. You are the connection between heaven and earth, and it's just heaven and hell. When people are talking about, it's just our different frequencies. We've all been to that hellish kind of frequency. Now we're letting go of all of that anger, that judgment, that frustration, that guilt, that blame. We're releasing all of that energy onto the floor so we can rise and fly in our power. I literally can see us flying. So yeah, if you're having late nights, just self-care, drink a lot of water, journal all this stuff down so you don't get overwhelmed with the downloads. And yeah, if there's any questions about anything that's happening, I'm loving getting more into this. So your prize is on its way. It's in the mail. It's about to be delivered. I'm excited. Like, this next part of our lives is going to be so fucking great, and all of the hard work that we've gone through is for a reason. Now it's time for us to step into our power, our happiness, our love, our joy. We are worthy. We have done the work. It's fuck yeah. Like, whoever this is, you're amazing. Love you.